Day 9 of the Rabobank Hockey World Cup in The Hague, the Netherlands, and it's the last Pool A match for Spain and Malaysia. Well, Malaysian fans in fine form this morning, and Spain, well, it's almost siesta time, isn't it? So they're just a little bit more relaxed in the shade over on the far side. Malaysia Day today, the World Cup. Every day the tournament is celebrating one country, and it's Malaysia's turn today. Now, Pool A, I can tell you that Australia are currently in action against India. They're 4-0 up, so Australia will top the group. And that's an important result because it means if Spain can get a victory here, they will leapfrog India in the table. And, well, that will be very, very important for them. It also means that England can finish no worse than third. But as you can see there, Malaysia with no points, the only team in the competition yet to register a point, and their fans here will be hoping that today is the day that they can break that mold. They are the lowest ranked team in the competition. They're ranked 13th in the world. The top 12 teams in the world are here, so the team missing out in terms of world rankings is Pakistan. Well, here come the teams now, led out onto the park by the two umpires. And number 17 there, Razi, he'll be very, very important for Malaysia. And a warm reception from a decent crowd here on the Greenfield Stadium pitch. With the Australia game just about to finish, it will get even fuller. Now the teams making their way out into the centre of the park. The players acknowledging their fans, and now that they're out there, we'll have the national anthem, Spain's first, and then Malaysia's. Well, it's a beautifully warm day here in The Hague, which in itself isn't a problem for both sides. Of course, both countries used to the heat, but it's the humidity here that could just give Malaysia a little bit of an edge. It is very, very sultry here in the Netherlands. Let's have a look at the two sides, starting with Spain. And they have so much experience in this lineup. The likes of Cortez, the keeper, number 2, Fresher, number 10, Tabao, number 11, Olivar, and then the Allegre brothers, 13 and 23. They really know how to play tournament hockey, this lineup, but they just haven't clicked here for Salva Indurain, the Spanish coach. Will today be their day and see them leapfrog India into fourth place.
Hemos dicho que jugamos por fuera, rompemos su primera línea y ahí en este ataque cogemos espaldas de los malayos buscándolos uno con el más profundo. Sí tenemos sistema. Y en defensa tenemos tres cuartos con libre bien puesto, con medios por detrás, por dentro y todos ellos juegan por fuera. Peligro cuando perdemos la bola en nuestro medio campo. Hoy tenemos sistemas.
It's unlike a keeper to have so much to say. Kiko Cortez holding court in the huddle. And that is the Spain lineup. Now let's look at Malaysia and keep an eye out for number 17, Razi. He really is their short corner expert. But number 10, Faisal Sari, he can pull the strings. He had a very quiet game against India. He'll need to have more impact on this game if Malaysia are to break the duck in the points table. And, well, there is a chance, of course, should they win, they would go above Spain. There is Mohamed Dama, the India head coach, sitting in the stand. And our two umpires for this one come from Australia and Korea. That is Adam Cairns of Australia. He's playing on the far side. On the near side, it's Kim Hong Lei of Korea. So we're almost set and ready to go. The final Pool A match for these two teams. And it is Malaysia that get us underway, attacking the goal to our right-hand side, playing in their change strip of the blue shirts, white shorts, blue socks. Spain in their first choice strip of yellow and red. And a key game for both teams. Simon Mason, who's alongside me in the commentary box.
Very much a key game, and if anything Spain to go by, they'll be slightly more hesitant, slightly more conservative in the early stages, not pressing, because they'll be very aware of Malaysian speed.
Malaysia do have an awful lot of pace in their lineup, and we were talking before the game, Simon, you're just concerned about the Spanish front line.
Yeah, they haven't delivered. I mean, they are absolutely world-renowned as a group of individuals. Fresia, Oliver, Tabal, all of whom have been feared over the course of many, many years, but they haven't delivered. Spain have really struggled to score goals, and those players, it's been bitty, it's been individual, and they've not consistently brought their teammates into play.
So the ball on this near side with Razi. Razi plays it into Faisal Sari, and still going, trying to cut into the top of the circle, but there to pick up the ball is Rock Oliver. The 16 taken by Alegre, gets it back. This is David Alegre is on the left of those two at the back. It's a free hit then to Spain. And Ramon Alegre has Terrazza to his left. He goes up the line to Salas. Salas then goes back to Terrazza. Terrazza, and it's deflected behind off the stick of Sergei Enrique for 16. And the noise you can hear in the background on the effects mics are the Malaysian fans away to our right-hand side behind the Spanish goal. And for a small bunch of fans, they're making a lot of noise. And the ball is on that far side. And Spain into the 25. Top of the circle. And this is Tabal. Tabal still going. Up, was it up? It's a penalty corner. Razi's going to refer this.
Well, he's suggesting it's a little bit high, I think. As the ball comes in, it is Tabal who went with great skill.
Dion, are you there? Yeah.
Dion Nell is the video umpire.
Inside or outside the circle, please. I believe it was off the leg. I'll have a look since.
Okay, so they haven't referred the height, they are referring whether the contact was inside or outside the D. It's Tabao who drives forward. He's got his eyes up right from the very first contact, looking to come forward. He lifts that up.
It is outside.
For me, it's difficult because the feet are outside, but if the balance is backwards...
outside the circle.
Well, yeah, but it's his feet, isn't it? It's like saying, if your feet are inside the goal, but the ball's on the other side of the goal line, your stick's on it, it's a goal.
Free hit still.
Isn't it? That's effectively what you're saying.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway,
inside the circle,
there we go.
Outside.
Disharmony in the commentary box, and we're only 2 minutes in. So Spain have the 16, the free hit. Sorry, it's a it's a good referral, and it's Fresher down this left-hand flank. Fresher, who now lives in Holland, lives and works here.
Yeah, he's based himself out here, and that's better from Fresher because as opposed to earlier games where his individual skill has basically been to drive at defenders and try and bully his way through, that was some more space created around the baseline.
Now Spain putting the early pressure on. This is David Alegre, and Roque Oliver misses out, and bringing it away is Ismail, and Malaysia look to break quickly. Ismail in support. This is Ismail driving to the circle edge. He's lost out. He had Tengu to his right, and for the stick check on the Spanish defender, Spain win the free hit, which is taken quickly. This is Ramon Alegre.
Ismail was looking for the return to Tengu. Tengu had dropped it off beautifully behind him initially, unable to get the ball back as that pair went up the right-hand flank. And again, it's Fraser working the baseline. He's taking up some really high positions early on, stretching the Malaysian defence.
Here's a chance now into the circle. Can they get the shot away? They've got space. Fresher. And it was off a player or off
That's off
keeper?
stick. Off stick in the end, I think. And as Fraser came through, he tried to drive that through the defender. Just got an edge away to the near post.
Two balls, guys.
Two balls are on the pitch.
Ball just here.
Not the first time that's happened in this tournament. And Razzie very half-heartedly getting rid of the ball.
I was going to put a bit more energy into getting rid of the ball there.
No.
I appreciate you're disappointed.
Sorry.
And time needs to be started. And now Malaysia give it back, quite right. Taratsa, Alegre.
Well, that kind of cross-field pass is going to give Spain a little bit more space if they can go side to side in one movement.
Touch around the corner is from Tabao, and Malaysia just about get it away.
Nice idea from Fresher, trying to go underneath his arm with the first time reverse. Tabao had overlapped. It was predictable insofar as soon as he turned his stick over the top, it was obvious that pass was going to come and was intercepted.
Taratsa on this near side, and he'll just go back to Enrique. Oh, nice leave. And Spain into the 25. Now head up. Can they find the cross into the circle? Little dink back in towards Fresher from David Alegre.
Good understanding from the two players as David Alegre came down the right side. Fresher then led back away from the baseline to offer him the space to run into.
Good leave from Nabil, but it's not read by his teammates, and Ramon Alegre picks up the loose ball, and it's dropped out by Sales. Taratsa, Enrique, Alegre, and it's good stuff from Spain. They've got plenty of possession, and they'll patiently pass it around. They won't, or at least they shouldn't, look for that ball into the circle or the danger area too quickly. That looked like a foot from
it looked like
the
a
Spanish
foot from up here,
Spain.
didn't it? None of the umpires seeing it and the players not appealing.
And the more they can move the ball around, the more running Malaysia will have to do, and subsequently, the more tired they will become.
Well, I'm surprised, having watched this competition, that the Malaysians haven't stepped out more aggressively, because the Spanish backline have been hesitant at best. And Malaysia, with their forward speed, if they stepped out in with more than one man, they could put some pressure on it, affect the distribution and come away with chances that would benefit them. Otherwise, they're going to have to counter-attack from 50 yards away, and I'm not sure that even they've got the speed to do that.
Enrique looks to put it into the circle. Wins it back again. Play on, and that's a loose ball. Leonard will jog across.
Well, Leonard wants to take it, but Cairns has said it's not. It's a Malaysian ball. I think Leonard was being a little bit hopeful and also trying to dictate where the free hit was. Great running back tackle, though.
Well, Mahan is standing in front of 3 of his teammates on the sideline waiting to come on, and not one of them has given him a shout that he's about to be robbed of the ball.
Brilliant, he'll be delighted, won't he?
Spain on the front foot. Here it comes into the circle. Can they get the shot away? Good defensive work as Casasayas was about to pull the trigger.
Yeah, Casasayas taking the ball into the back of his stance.
Legre, oh, that's
what a take and a corner.
Leonard. Oh, it's Debange, sorry, with a wonderful piece of skill. Gabriel Debange somehow picks this ball on the reverse stick.
Legre finds him, and now I think he's going for that as hard as he can to keep it in play. I'm not convinced that that was an attempt to win the corner.
No,
however,
I agree with you.
It's a fortunate corner, but great strong left wrist to pull the ball back into play anyway.
So a chance here for Spain. Debange is at the top of the circle. And, well, just one penalty corner scored from 14 attempts here for Spain in this competition so far. And it's a good save, but Debange with a follow-up. And the keeper's done well. It's still not out of the danger zone. And now Malaysia get the free hit. Debange with a couple of bites of the cherry, but unable to beat the Malaysia goalkeeper.
Well, Spain went for a routine, dragged into the feet to go around the first runner. It was going for the footside tip-in. Malaysia then able to defend the second phase. But Spain were very much looking to move that, just pull it away. The number 1 runner pulling it into his feet means, so the striker pulling it into his feet means you can go round the number 1 runner and deliver off an open-handed push to the far post.
Good covering tackle. And Malaysia haven't got a foothold in this game at all yet. And we're, what, 12 and a half minutes in. So I can confirm that Australia have beaten India by 4-0. So they will top the table. They will avoid the Dutch in the semi-finals. The second spot in both men's pools yet to be fully decided, although in Pool B it's very much looking like Argentina will make history and get into the semi-finals for the first time as Malaysia clear the danger. The second spot in Pool A between Belgium and England, and that game is the last game this evening at 7:45 local time. And what a clash that promises to be.
Well, Enrique with his hands outstretched there, he needs to be careful. He's been penalised in earlier games for the physicality of his tackling, and as he stepped forward up against the Malaysian forward, very much came through shoulder to shoulder. A little surprised it wasn't a stronger blast of the whistle.
Sideline ball for Malaysia. Yeah, just going back to that Australia win, just 1 goal conceded in their opening 5 games. They're looking pretty strong, and something you called the Dutch demolition of South Africa in the men last night. Those two sides really the form teams, aren't they? Australia and the Netherlands, but we'll come back to that in a second because Leonard is threatening. Into the circle it goes, and good watching from Izad.
Yeah, and Australia again annihilated England, but also India early on in the game. It was the chances they created right from the first whistle. They were 4-0 up within 20 minutes, I think, of the start against India, and then they could just conserve energy, set up their shape.
Into the top of the circle, little touch from Allegre, wants the short corner, advantage played, and the reverse stick shot from Debange is wide, and I think they would have probably wanted
However, they're asking for the corner, but the umpire is saying he played advantage, and if he played advantage and was happy with the advantage, they're going to lose this referral.
Okay.
Well,
They're
let's
going to lose the referral. If he says he's seen the foot, watch.
Down. Are you there? Can you hear them? Okay. Spain are asking for the foot. I have played advantage where it's gone further into the circle. That's my interpretation. Yeah, I'll have a look at it for you.
What did you give?
See, Adam Cairns has seen the foot. He sees this foot in here, off the touch, hits the foot. He's seen that. He's allowed the advantage to go through to Debange. Debange in the end doesn't get a clean shot, but he's used the word interpretation. I think this will get overruled. I think Spain will lose their referral, even though it's hit a foot. He's seen it. He knows he's seen it, and he's allowed play to go on.
Well, Spain are pretty confident they're going to get a penalty corner.
The question is if it's a fair advantage there, mate, which I'm open to.
So supplementary, it's been suggested from Adam Cairns. His question is the advantage fair? Is it a realistic advantage? Under the slow-mo, does Debange get it into a position where the advantage is realistic?
It's down.
Guys, stop, please. I'm trying to listen.
It has hit the foot, and you have played on, but I think there is a second infringement that comes in the stick, which just interferes with the advantage, and I would recommend that you award a penalty for it.
So there you go.
Thank you,
That is the interpretation.
And the extra advice being the crucial bit is that Debange, whilst he got the advantage, there was a potential infringement, a secondary infringement that leads to the corner award.
Okay, now.
So another chance for Spain. Another good save. Follow-up is put in, and it is Debange. He's had a number of opportunities. Hold on.
Malaysia are going to refer though. Suggestion it comes off the keeper and hits a foot. It comes back hard from Kumar. The first save is a strong one. Spain are jogging away, pretty convinced.
Looking for a foot from Spain?
Yes, mate.
I'll have a look.
So let's have a look. Is there a Spain foot? Will Debange's effort be ruled out?
So it comes, there's nothing wrong with the stop, there's nothing wrong with the hit. It comes down, it's a right foot save from Kumar. Does that now hit a foot out to the left-hand side before it goes in? It's Leonard to the suggestion that it hits a foot.
Kumar's convinced.
Absolutely immediately it comes out here. Oh, to me that doesn't hit anything at all on the way through.
If it hits a foot, it hits Mahan's foot, doesn't it? It's some finish though, isn't it?
Great finish, what a cracking strike on the rebound. That doesn't, there's the toe, possibly the toe of Leonard's stick.
There is no reason to change your decision. It came off the stick and not the foot. Thank you, mate.
So the goal will stand, and Spain lead by a goal to nil. Gabriel Debange with his first of the competition.
You lose your referral, no more
Yeah,
referral.
the referral is lost for Malaysia. It's a good right for save from Kumar. You can see why he thinks it hits something, and it does hit something, but it is not the body of the Spanish forward that suggested it's the tip of his stick. And then that cracking finish, and insult to injury, the ball putting on Kumar's helmet on the way off the backboard.
So 13 minutes into this final Pool A match for Spain and Malaysia. It is Spain that have the lead by a goal to nil. Gabriel Debange from a penalty corner. One through a referral. And then Malaysia lose their referral, taking the goal decision upstairs. Now, will that spur them into life? This is Izad. Little ball around the corner from Faisal. And it's a long chase back for Razi.
16.
It's a 16.
Number 8.
Well, Malaysia now do need to be spurred into action. They haven't handled the ball particularly well. They've sat back and let Spain come to them. They now need to trust a little bit more in their ball skills. When they play well and effectively, they have got a potent attacking force. That's a great under-the-arm ball to Izad.
Izad then into the 25, slaps it into the circle, but a leg raise there with a big flat bat to get it away. And Tabao wins the sideline ball, which he will take.
And Fresia leading up high with absolutely no support. It's him versus 3 Malaysian defenders.
Well, here comes Rock Oliver. Fresia, good save, and a penalty corner. Well, he's on form today, isn't he, Santi Fresia?
Oh, he's found some energy beans from somewhere. He looked heavy-legged at times in other matches. Great carrying skills, goes to the air. Second phase, just touches it into the goalkeeper and then off the foot in front of the keeper by Charlie Faz.
Back it comes here, and it's a little touch that we can't see off screen, but again, a good save from Kumar from the first phase.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds, please.
Oh, that was all by myself, by Santi Fresia. He went down the baseline, great individual skill.
So,
and there.
Rock Oliver at the top of the circle.
Okay, let's play.
Along with Tabao. Tabao scored the only penalty corner before this game. That's it. Oh, that's surely going to be dangerous anyway, off the keeper, wouldn't it?
Well, there's some 2 players coming in swinging. It's a clean save. Out to the top, stopped, fired in. It comes out the hook of the stick as it wings in, which makes it difficult for the keeper to read. It's the secondary movement. I actually think that's good from Oliver. He didn't go in swinging. He knew of the danger that would have been created if he had.
Just popped it onto the foot of Izad. Now, here we go again. It's Rock Oliver. That's a save.
What a save!
That is a magnificent save from Kumar. He's just picked it with his stick. Fantastic.
I reckon that's behind his helmet. That's gone past him, but he's watched the ball well enough, good enough coordination. What an unbelievable pick. Out to the top, stopped and fired, good flick in. All of a sudden, Kumar went left-handed and realised he had to drop a right hand back. Did so, effected a save. That's superstar quality.
That is one hell of a save from Kumar. Now, Fresia just taps it around the corner to Oliver. Oliver has a little look up, got support that right-hand side. This is Tabao. Oopsie, they've gone down. Free hit taken.
Yeah, that man there denying Spain another goal. We said at the start of the show about various people not having had done much.
Oh, he's made the save onto the leg of his defender. It was number 11, Sharunu, got in the way. This is much, much better from Spain.
Oh, we see the corner now as it comes in, and this save once again. Left hand isn't there, right hand, it is behind his head. He's got enough of a bat on that. And then the quality of this cross means that Kumar has to come for it. In the end, booting it onto the foot of Mizron.
Okay, guys, let's go, please.
So Tabao is just to the left of Oliver. Oliver, that's him there, leaning forward on his stick.
Go now.
Oliver, the furthest Spain player back. It's Tabao, good save, straight at Kumar, up off the keeper, and it's another penalty corner.
Well, I don't know whether it's deliberate what Spain are doing, but they're mixing up the quality of the first strike with a routine here, putting it down the middle. There's a suggestion that they're going down the middle deliberately to pick up the rebounds.
Okay, guys.
That's 3 or 4 very good chances they've had from rebounds off Kumar.
Fight, please, fight. Okay.
So here we go again, another penalty corner for Spain. Oliver, and he goes low to Kumar's left, and it's turned around the post by Sukri.
Well, Kumar here is limping heavily, suggesting that there's either an impact injury or something. He's saying something's happened to his knee. No, I don't think the corner hit him. I mean, the suggestion is he's had a lot of work to do. A little critical. He's not one of the best athletes on the international stage in terms of his physical conditioning. Never has been, Kumar. So maybe he just wants a bit of a breather, some ice on the back of his neck as well. I appreciate he's limping, but didn't see anything that suggested a twist.
Well, let's keep an eye on his right leg, so to the left as we look.
Yeah, he's pushed off his right knee straight out to the left-hand side. The flick was comfortably wide.
Well, he won't want to come off because he's had a great start to this game, although Malaysia are 1 down. It's a concern for Mohamed Dama.
He looks in genuine pain. Over some of these games, we've suggested cynically that the goalkeepers every now and again will get a strap break or a loose pad or something that just gives their team a chance to break.
They're still going. A little pocket, Malaysian fans. And Kumar looks okay to continue.
No.
Just got.
As this flick comes, it's a long drag. Number one runner getting nowhere near it, but once again, what's amazing is the decision-making process in Kumar's head, the speed of thought where he's gone left-handed. Coach Indran cannot believe he's picked that out, and it's so satisfying as a goalkeeper when everybody goes up, everybody thinks it's a goal, and then you see the disappointment on the opposition face as you pluck it from mid-air.
Keepers union in the commentary box.
Didn't happen to me very often. Picking out the back of the net most of the time.
There's a chance now for Malaysia, but it doesn't last long. Firan losing possession, and they've got to have more meaningful possession. They literally put a couple of passes together and then they hand possession back over. Got to look after the ball. Space on this left flank for Spain if they want to use it. They're going to that right-hand side, and there is some turf for Mir to run into, but possession has been handed back over.
Still, us a little bit surprised that he didn't come away with that free hit. Felt the Malaysian fullback had come through him shoulder to shoulder and taken him to the floor. Now Malaysia got time to attack down this right-hand side, and they've got pace, but as you said, Charlie, it's the basic skills that are letting them down. That ball's just running dead flat on the turf as it comes past the open stick of Mahan, unable to just get control or even take any pace off the ball.
Free hit for Malaysia. Now, patience required from the team in blue. They press the fast forward button and off we go. And they've lost possession once more. And there is space, Pierre to exploit. Malaysia just need to work a little bit harder when they have the ball, but the players that aren't carrying the ball need to work a little harder to give the ball carrier options.
That's right, it becomes a little bit individual. We have seen over the course of the tournament they work much better when the midfield just glance the ball up to the forwards. They need to know what they're going to do when they get it, move the ball up to the forwards, forwards drop it off and bring the midfield in, otherwise it does become very much one-on-one. And whilst they have got some fantastic individuals, it needs that little unit play if they're going to break the Spanish defence down.
It's well picked by Shukri. It's given away the free hit, which will be taken by Enrique. Enrique up to that right-hand side. Plenty of space for Pierre to work with, but this first touch lets him down somewhat, but still gets the cross in. It's beaten everybody, apart from Ramadan at the back of the circle. Enrique.
There's the pass under his arm, he's seen it. Oh,
just a little bit behind Pierre, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pierre had seen the space and was attacking it. Enrique had seen the slider ball out to the right-hand side.
Sideline ball for Fitri. But look, where's he going to pass the ball? He's got no options at all, Fitri Sari. It's gone long down the line. It's been picked up by Firan. But again, nobody offering Firan any options.
And what you said earlier is absolutely right, Charlie. It's the work rate off the ball. If the players are 30, 40 metres away and decide not to do that work,
well, the opportunity might come about because of the miscontrol. Play on.
Yeah, that's all hands. Nothing wrong with that as Spain step forward to defend.
Miguel Delaz with the crucial touch. That's one pass.
Oh, there's a card coming here. Absolutely, you can't say you've got the ball. That's an appalling challenge tackle from Rabobank, and he'll be taking a sit down.
Number 14 from Spain, Gabriel Rabobank. 2 minutes suspension.
So 2 minute suspension for him, and it's a wasted ball in from Razi. But again, Simon, Malaysia unable to string together 3 or 4 passes.
Yeah, it's just compounded. That's the tackles we see it as Rabobank running back just put his stick in the way of Fayaz as he came forward with it. But Malaysia are a creative team. They've got some individuals, but it's their thinking at the moment that is so one-dimensional. They're firing the ball away, and Razi Rahim's ball into the circle is pretty much a sum of that.
From here, it's got to go back. It's got to go back. Well, it eventually comes back, but only because there's nothing forward. They just always want to go forward. And again, they need to be patient, maybe come back again. Just make Spain work once or twice, shifting from left to right, because if you're only asking them the one question, oh, that's lovely into skill down that far side, and they score the equaliser. Well, wonderful skill along that baseline, the interchange of passes, the ball across the face of the goal, and it's turned in at the second attempt at the far post, and delight for the Malaysia supporters.
It's the simplest of textbook coaching manual 1-2s. Down the baseline, very quick run off the self-pass, along the baseline, great body position, under the arm, back again, under the arm, back again, and across. And then finally, Spain had the chance to get it clear. They had it on their own stick on the baseline, but Malaysia, second phase staying strong after it's missed by Enrique, tapped in at the far post.
Tengu, the scorer, beautiful work by Nabil and Firan.
Look at the body position, the carry, the ball's out in front, great vision, swept in at the end.
So, Malaysia with their best passage of play in the match so far. In fact, that was the first time I think they'd linked together more than 4 passes in the match, and they score a goal off the back of it. 11 minutes of the first half remain. Spain 1, Malaysia 1.
I think it's probably certainly the first shot they've had, isn't it, at the goal? They might have been in the circle in terms of penetrations a few times, but nothing meaningful. Does show how dangerous they are and how simple it is if you string the passes together.
Spain coming once again. The initial touch from Leonard wasn't a good one, and Malaysia had the advantage anyway. They managed to get it clear.
Faisal had gone down in the middle of the circle. It was ugly at times.
And that was Piera coming in with a rather wild challenge.
Well, that's an awful... Oh, now that's an interesting reaction from Sharon, who didn't like the first challenge, but the umpires need to just be careful if that starts to flare. That's dangerous use of the stick.
He could have, yeah, he was lucky there.
I think he was very lucky there, and it's where real time obviously is difficult to judge things, and we get the benefit of that slow-mo. But that's not the sort of discipline the coach would want to see across his charges, because that would have been a long card if it had been seen.
Casillas is going to have a little rest.
Your safety might be taken on return, so please beware. Also, despite the heat, as closely together as possible.
Alegre around the corner from Terrazza. That's better defending from the skipper Aslan. Round the back here, Fresher into the circle on the Robastic side. Santi Fresher, oh, he's just run out of pitch.
Oh, he knew what he was trying to do, Santi Fresher. He was trying to take the ball out in front of him, so he had 2 options. As he drives in, he takes the ball out in front of his left foot, because this means he could spin round his feet, or he could go backhand across the goal. Doesn't affect either, however, and disappointed with that, you can see it in his face.
First touch round the corner, it's a good touch too. This is the goal scorer, Tengu. They're into the circle once again here, and that's good defending from Perez Pla.
Perez Pla having to stay down low as Tengu went to the baseline on the backhand.
And Salva Indarain will be a little concerned, because his side dominated the early exchanges but only managed the 1 goal, and Malaysia through here and they win a penalty corner. And Alegre not happy. Well, if he's really that unhappy, he can refer it.
Yeah, and he isn't referring it. Chase balls in, the ball pops up. Alegre says he's not happy with it, but that's not dangerous to an international player. He then makes an absolute hash of the tackle. That ball through space. Nobody flinches away from it. Not dangerous. That, however, is a horrible tackle.
Wow, Razi, Abdullah Rahim, number 17. He's on the park. He is the left of the two Malaysia players at the top of the circle. Firan is to his right. That's Firan. There is Razi to the left. Razi, good save, Cortez. And the rebound fell kindly for Malaysia. It fell to Sharon, I think. And his slap goal was off target, and Spain survive.
Comes out to the top, and I think Cortez is caught out a little bit by the pace. It's a slow drag, then the last-minute whip takes it right at him. The slap, Gretzky-style ice hockey slap from that right-hand post. Doesn't get back on target, should really have gone near post. I think Cortez had it covered anyway.
Well, they're down the other end now, Spain. And Cortez a little fortunate that the Razi flick was right at him, because otherwise I don't think he's getting it.
Well, you look at the reaction of him, it was almost a flinch to bring the left hand in front of the body, so the rebound away off that big left mitt wasn't clear. When a goalkeeper does that, it always suggests they haven't read it particularly well in the first instance.
Chance here for Spain, good save Kumar, can they get it clear?
Deliberately headed it, it came up in the middle of the circle, his hands were low and wide, it's pumped up and he's nutted it.
Well, you can use all your equipment.
Let me watch it coming here. Now, bizarrely, I think there's a rule that says you are not allowed to deliberately head it, and you watch, head it. That's absolutely spot on deliberate to stop the ball going in the back of the net, but penalising a goalkeeper for saving it like that, I think, will be exceedingly harsh. He can't get his left hand there, uses the only thing that's an option, his forehead. Brilliant. Comedy moment.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Doesn't happen often, but he just couldn't get his left hand there. And what he's tried to do is actually put some forward momentum on the ball to get it away from his body. The danger is if you just let it hit you, it could pop up into the air and actually be dangerous. So by propelling it down towards the floor, he takes away that second phase.
Chance for Malaysia here. There's, they want the free hit. They finally got it. It's taken quickly, but from the wrong place.
Furhan really needed to play on.
Hold on. There's a little bit of afters here. Oh, excuse me for the language. Faisal Sari's getting really involved here. Well, this is very unsightly.
Well, the umpires need to control it, having a conversation about what was going on. The initial ball was pushed into Pettis Pla and popped up in the air.
Just go apart, please. Apart. Yeah, go apart. Guys, come out. I know. Come in.
Well, let's listen in.
It's not much.
Number 11.
Yeah, but bench number 23, come in and push his head. Okay. What else do you have? Guard stuff. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Leave us, please. Go away, please. Leave us. Go away, please. Okay, so 23 is going? Yes. Do you have any others?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah? First Spanish, is there any Malaysian?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. 23? 23 here.
23, David Alegre.
And which one? Okay, the deal. You push the player's head. Come here. You don't push the player's head. Okay? Wait, please. Number 11. Yeah. Go away, please. Go away. Let us deal with it. Yeah. Number 11.
Well,
Come
Rock
here.
Oliver trying to be the
11.
umpire here.
Yeah. Hi, Joey. Come in. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
Oliver's got to be careful here. He could get sent off, couldn't he? So a couple of yellow cards.
Oh, both five, okay?
Both 5 minutes.
Five.
Oliver needs to get a shift on, because the time actually starts when he sits down.
Yeah, right smile. However, he comes up with Peris Pla. Peris Pla says that he's been caught on the follow-through. He now picks his stick up and has a right pop there and gets in the player's face. Neither of those two players picking up the cards in the end. Alegre has a little bit of a wave, as does David Alegre. I think that's probably a fair outcome, actually, because everybody got involved in the middle of it, and so a card for each. Umpires having to make their case. They have to control that sort of behaviour.
And it comes. Little deflection. Oh, that almost fell for Malaysia, but in the end, it was good work from Andres Mir.
Malaysia, Razi just doesn't seem interested. Malaysian free hit, there's no speed about what they're trying to do. That's very high, dangerous. That's never a shot on goal.
Bit of injury there.
And that's into Enrique, and it's just getting a little feisty, isn't it, at the back, for no real reason.
It's one of those contests that if the players actually focus on what they're trying to do and minimise their own mistakes, they'll probably get far better outcomes. I totally understand now, with 5 minutes to go, the players are tired, they're hot, they've been giving it everything they've got, and every now and again it just starts to flare up a little bit. But that's when your captain, your big players have to step in and go, you know what, guys, this is our focus, let's make sure we get outcomes.
And it goes from Allegre, but not much pace on it, and it was easily picked up by Izad.
First one, first. No, finish from the first one.
And there's a little sort of late body contacts, isn't there, between players as they're walking back, shrugs of the shoulders. It's just getting a little needly out there, and half-time, I guess, can't come soon enough for both managers and coaches just to calm their team down.
Yeah, Spain have been more disciplined. Against Belgium, they got frustrated when Belgium really took them to the cleaners for long periods of the game. And they got frustrated and it just got a little bit indisciplined. But when they focus, they are a really effective unit.
Advantage played, and in the circle goes Sharil. But now it's Fitri Sari.
As bizarre as it sounds, the little bit of niggle appears to have played into the Malaysian hands as far as the aggression they're putting in attack for the running and support running.
Here goes Leonard. Oh, Leonard almost taken off by Razi. But Leonard's still going. Leonard cuts back inside. Razi with the challenge that's going to be penalised. And there is the penalised. There is the whistle, and Razi's going to pick up a card.
Yeah, for the very first tackle, which was ugly. He got his lines at least a yard wrong, which when you are a chase defender, Leonard had accelerated. And reaching across the attacker just makes it look really, really physical.
So 10 versus 9. Number of players sitting on the naughty step right now.
And Allegre looking, Ramon Allegre looking to really influence players. He steps up through.
Across it comes. That's a good diving clearance from Sharon. But Spain have it back. Shots! And
what a finish!
Marc Salas rifles it past Kumar's right shoulder. And Spain lead by 2 goals to 1.
Well, Spain steal it. Centre half. Malaysia trying to carry out great shave tackle from Casillas. But it's all about Salas. He's given the chance to get it onto his right foot. Kumar doesn't even see it. Technically brilliant, squeezed into the turf with all the body weight going through. The head of the stick snaps down on the ball, plays it in and squeezes it out with an accelerating strike.
And that comes with Malaysia playing with 9. So indiscipline costing them. Marc Salas giving Spain the lead by 2 goals to 1.
It's also Malaysia just needing to be more careful. You said about the decision-making earlier on, Charlie, needing to be careful about where they carry the ball. They're much more effective down the flanks like this.
This is Tengu. Tengu drops it out to Fitri. And this is better for Malaysia. It's really the first time they've done it, but it needs to come back again rather than through 3 or 4 Spanish players. I mean, you look at your screen there, where's he trying to pass the ball? Who's he trying to pick it out?
Well, it's a hopeful drag flick, a little bit of disguise to try and hit the feet of the first man or just get an edge and change the deflection.
They can swap the ball from one side to the other, but they seem incapable of then swapping it back again. Into the circle, and the tackle coming in from Casillas. And reaches out to Tengu. Tadata gives away the penalty corner.
This is the softest corner to give away. There was 2 suggestions of stick tackles one against Spain, one against Malaysia. Our umpire, King Hong Lei, quite happy to allow things to go on. popped over the stick. It's onto the knee as it comes into the circle of Terrassa. But his knee inside that white line. And on the floor. This is why it wasn't high.
So Razi has just come back on. Razi is just that, is timing to perfection from Malaysia's point of view. He had a 2-minute break and they conceded a goal. That is the half-time hooter, but Razi has a chance to redeem himself after picking up a green card from which he's just literally returned. So, little shift to the right. It is Razi. Razi's still got the opportunity to his left-hand side, but it breaks down at the top of the circle, and that is half-time. Spain hold on, but in truth, they deserve their lead after dominating much of the first half. They're in front by 2-1. Well, Kiko Cortez will be delighted to see that Malaysia penalty corner breakdown. But Spain taking the lead after the 13th minute through Gabriel de Bonge, penalty corner. Malaysia getting it back. Here is the short corner breakdown. Malaysia getting back to 1-1 on the 24th minute when Tengu scored a well-worked team goal. But Spain taking the lead through Mark Salas with a brilliant shot that beats Kumar, who also had a couple of brilliant saves in that opening 35. But it's Spain who have the advantage at half-time. It's Spain 2, Malaysia 1. Half-time then in this final Pool A match for Spain and Malaysia, and it is Spain that have the advantage 2-1 after the first 35 minutes, and on the balance of play, you would say that they deserve this lead over Malaysia. Let's have a look at some of the highlights then from this first half, and this was the opening goal from Gabriel Debange, and that is a fine reverse stick finish. The keeper had little chance, didn't he, Simon, from this reverse angle?
Yeah, it's out from a right foot save and then under past his right foot. It only just slides inside the post.
But this is a wonderfully taken goal. Some beautiful interchange of pass between Nabil and Ferran. Nabil on the ball here, Ferran on the line.
Delivered across the goal. Spain get it on the end of the stick, Enrique, but in the end he misses it. And it's popped in by Tenko on the far post. Great carry position under the arm, eyes up, flipped across the goal mouth. Enrique can't get enough on it. Tenko with the easiest of finishes.
Well, he almost drags it past that post. But then 2 minutes from the half-time interval, Malaysia down to 9 players, get robbed of the ball just outside their 25, and that is a fine, fine finish from Marc Salas.
Punished for carrying the ball in the wrong position. Salas then takes it, protects it with his body. Beautiful squeeze into the turf off his left toes, up past Kumar into the top corner.
So let's have a look at the stats from that first half, and well, 11-9 circle penetrations, but possession in the opponent's half, 65-35, and look at the shots, 13-3, so a couple of double shots from those 11 circle penetrations, and Spain on that deservedly in front, although 0 from 6 penalty corners will be of concern. In fact, they've only now scored 1 from 20, although the first goal was a penalty corner. It was from the rebound.
Yeah, classified, however, as not as a penalty corner. It's classified as open play.
Right, anyway, here is the pool standings in Pool A. Australia, look at that. Plus 18 goal difference, just the 1 goal conceded, and they pretty much demolished every side in this pool. Belgium and England, that is the last game today, and the winner of that will go into the semi-final. Belgium, as you can see, can afford a draw. India's loss means that they can't leapfrog England, so England will finish 2nd or 3rd. Spain, well, they can go above India with a win, but should Malaysia get the better of Spain here, then Spain will finish bottom of the pile. So still a lot to play for in the classification rounds and also world ranking points. Of course, we are on social media at FIH_hockey is our Twitter handle, hashtag RHWC2014, or on Facebook, facebook.com/FIHockey. Please get in touch with us. Let us know what you think of the tournament, who you think's going to win, what impresses you most about some of this fantastic play we've seen. Certainly for me in that first half would have been Kumar's save with his stick behind his helmet. A wonderful piece of skill, and a frustrating one, because Spain must have thought they were gone back in front.
Well, if you look at the number of shots that were up on that stat graphic earlier on, 13 shots to what Malaysia's 2 or 3. It's all been about Kumar. Saves with his pad, saves with his hand, saves with his stick, and more towards the end, a save with the front of his helmet as he chose to head it down into the turf to not give away danger, create danger, give away a penalty corner. Super improvisation of his kit.
And, yeah, he had a little bit of needed a bit of attention midway through that first half, but his right knee seems to be okay. Santi Fleischer will just ask his team for another 35 minutes off, and then depending on where they fall in the classification, they've certainly got 2 days off, and some teams will have 3 days off before they next play. Australia will have had 6 days between meaningful matches, between the demolition of England, which secured their semi-final, and which was on Saturday, and the semi-final, which is on Friday.
Which I think will scare the opposition as much as it will scare them, to give them a rest.
Right, we're almost ready to get the second half underway here. And it is Spain that attack the goal to our right-hand side, leading Malaysia by 2-1 after the first 35 minutes. And they'll be by far the happier of the two sides in the dressing rooms during the 10-minute break that we have for half-time. What have Malaysia got to do to get back into this, as Fleischer goes on a little wobble? Fleischer tripped on the edge of the circle, and he wins the penalty corner. I don't think there can be any complaints from Razi there, and like you say again, Razi looks very, very laboured today.
Well, it's Fresia taking it on again. He took it on from the first whistle when he was fresh. He's now taking it on from the half-time whistle, and it is just a trailing foot from Razi. We've criticised him for being a little bit slow and a little bit leaden and a little bit pedestrian over the course of the first half. That the same, didn't step out to Fresia quickly enough.
So Spain sorting themselves out at the top of the circle. Roc Olivar to the right. Santi Fresia fancies his chances. He's now taken up position to the left. He's the player behind Roc Olivar. To the left there, it's Fresia. 3-1, Santi Fresia. The Spain captain leads from the front, and Salva Indurain loves that. A perfect start to this second half. We're barely, 2 minutes in, and Spain have a 2-goal cushion.
Oh, Santi Fresia almost can't believe it. Hasn't taken stuff off the top for many, many years as a first choice. Leonard's to the right. It's gone through the goalie because it's gone straight between Razi's knees. The #1 runner running a suicide line at Fresia. It's popped between his feet. Kumar's seen it from no more than 8 metres in front of him. It's gone off the top knee roll of his right pad. Fresia delighted at how he's dictated play. Won it, scored it.
Good reaction from the coach. And the second goal for Santi Fresia in this Rabobank Hockey World Cup, and it comes 2 minutes into the second stanza.
Well, it's a crucial time for Spain, because I think it means that Malaysia just really did struggle. They've been devoid of ideas, really now struggle to have any sort of momentum moving forward.
Fresia looks like a spring chicken, doesn't he, today? He's definitely up for this one.
He's giving it everything he's got. I mean, there has been a conversation about when he finishes this World Cup, is that it done for him? Therefore, he's now trying to make his mark on the play. However, you'd suggest that if he'd done something earlier during the competition, they might have been even further up that table. He's looked busier, he's looked full of more energy, and he's inspiring the people around him to do the same.
Here goes Marc Salas over to that left-hand side, down the line from David Alegre. And Spain just look much more involved here today. There's much more pace about their game. Saw them play against India a couple of days ago, and it was very laboured. This is much more fluid. And Malaysia, it appears, or it looks like, at this early stage in the second half, are going to finish their pool campaign at this World Cup without any points. Enrique, first touch, almost gets him in trouble, and Faisal perhaps thinking that he used the stick to block the ball from the attempted Malaysia tackle. Enrique. On the right flank where David Alegre's now popped up. He's just shifted across on the left side.
Well, David Alegre doing some good leg work down either flank. It was actually his overlapping run right from the first whistle that opened up the inside space for Fresia. And it just shows the importance of that running off the ball. We criticised Malaysia for not doing so as they got tired. If a player just leads aggressively into space, defenders have to cover.
Leonard to the top of the circle, laid off. That's an important touch by Faiz on the defensive return.
Yeah, there's Salas and Fresia were both across the top of the table for that across the top of the circle for that ghosted ball.
Here goes Fresia again, trying to win another penalty corner, and Faiz got to be careful there. He's using his body. Fresia immediately going for the referral.
Yeah, saying there's a foot, immediately saying there's a foot. We heard Santi Fresia talking right at the beginning of the game.
Inside the foot. Okay. Dion.
And he knows.
I'm looking for inside the circle.
Dion Neal's already heard the call from Santi Fresia. It's hit a foot. Two players gone shoulder to shoulder when they went to ground. Now Santi Fresia just pulls it underneath. There, just the faintest toe of shoe in the end from Razi Rahim. Yep. Yet again, no foul there called by the umpire, assuming both players went. Santi Fresia, and it's just the toe of the shoe over that white line.
Yeah, he's looking down, isn't he?
Penalty corner. penalty corner. Okay. Put inside the stick. Yeah.
And there's no way the umpire could possibly have seen that in real time. Because A, the angle was wrong. B, it was the faintest of touches.
Yeah, both umpires would have been shielded by the players' bodies.
Well, the ball only moved all of about 2 inches as he turned. This is a better angle from where the umpire might have been. I mean, you can really real time. Where in there could you possibly see that was a penalty corner? So the system working perfectly.
Santi Fresher fancies his chances again. He's now to the right-hand side. To the left is Tabao. In fact, it's Leonard to the left of the striker. Tabao further left. It's Leonard's deflection. They got too much of it. And it came back to Perez Pla, who got it all wrong.
Well, off that left-hand castle comes out. Leonard picks it in the hook of his stick. It delivers it out for the tip in far post. It comes off Kumar, then bounces back out again. Perez Pla unable to get a full bat on it. Unable to pull the right hand through to get the shaft of the stick pointing at goal.
It was David Allegre that was prostrate on the ground trying to deflect it past Kumar. Spain fancy this now, don't they? They're really putting Malaysia under all sorts of pressure. But a chance here for Tengu. Tengu has a little look up, plays it down the left flank. And Sharil loses possession. Good work from Tarazza. This is Enrique. And sharp blow of the whistle for push.
Well, Malaysia needs to try and build up play so that they end up in at least numerical equality as they attack, because then their individual skills will come into play.
Roque Olivar keeps it in. Razi with another rash tackle.
Well, Razi Rahim normally has such an influence going forwards. He's such a consistent player, good experience. One feels he's just a yard slow physically, which has to be because he hasn't put his brain in the right place at the start of this game. Everything he's doing just seems to be, by his standards, just that little bit off. And you haven't got the opportunity to work up to be off.
Salas to Olivar. And the free hit goes to the men in blue. Olivar just holding his back as to say that he feels there was a nudge from a hand or a stick. Ball inside is to Fitri Sari, who drops it out. And Faiz goes to his right. It's just starting to cloud over here. There's some suggestions in the weather forecast that there were thunderstorms on their way.
Well, it certainly feels hot and humid enough for that. Earlier on, the sun was trying to burn it off. It was drying up the atmosphere a little bit, but down there in the middle of the turf, you'll also have the moisture coming up off the field in the heat, and it'll make it feel even closer for those players.
Okay?
Santi Fresher just taking a little breather, having dictated play.
Long corner. To be taken by Shukri. Ramadana is on him passively.
Now, ghosts the ball outside him, and Allegre can really accelerate. Just doesn't get the touch he needed to check the pace of the ball to catch up with it.
Plus also, I don't think he's quite got the legs that Faiz has got.
No, Faiz is seriously rapid.
Good work from Oliver. Faiz again makes the tackle. Free hit. Taken by, or to be taken by Salas. Allegre. And Firan brings it away. Back to make the tackle is Sayas. And did he knock the ball away?
Well, there's a suggestion of it, and there's a wry smile from the umpire knowing that that happened. Casillas was questioning the decision, but he did just knock it away after the whistle had gone.
And a little finger from the umpire. Your card is marked.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a hand in the back.
Play allowed to continue, and they get the free hit, and it's quickly taken. And
good skill.
It is a one-on-one situation, and it's wide. But Simon, as you earlier said, when they get into attack, they need parity, the same number of attackers as there are defenders, and then their individual skills will come into play, and that's exactly what happened but we've got a man down. It is
Pierre's
Piera.
down, yeah. I think he might have turned an ankle over. There was shoulder-to-shoulder contact, nothing wrong with the play. That inside out by Faisal, exceptional, drives through it. There might be a question that Pierre, as he landed, just landed on a stick. Shot gets away clean, jumps out the way. As he lands, it might be.
If Faisal doesn't take the shot here, he doesn't take it, he's get absolutely cleaned out, isn't he, by Piera?
Yeah, I mean, you already look, there's stick contact anyway. He's done well to follow through. But Piera was just coming at him as hard as he possibly could to put him off. High risk defending.
Lucky not to give away a penalty stroke. But down the other end, Casasayas spins away. Casasayas to the circle edge. The follow-up from Olivar. Olivar looking for support. Alegre has it.
Oh, and the pass was nearly there. Sorry, Charlie. He saw Casasayas out on the far side and pulled out at the end, the last minute.
Alegre takes it quickly to the circle edge. This is Casasayas on the reverse stick. Oh, somehow it hasn't been turned in by Perez Pla.
Somehow hasn't been turned in by anybody, because I think Casasayas was inside the circle, so even a defensive touch would have taken it over the line and the goal would have stood. It's gone past Kumar's left boot across that goal line.
Delas drops it out to Alegre. One touch from Perez Pla. Piera, whose ankle is absolutely fine now. Perez Pla. It's all the way in, and that's one finish. Gabriel Debanche spins and dispatches it past Kumar, and Spain now in total control, leading by 4-1. A second goal of the match for Gabriel Debanche.
Yeah, nothing that Kumar could do. That ball comes through about 3 Malaysian lines. It's played in here, missed, not touched, and then all of a sudden dispatched past Kumar from an angle. Could have been taken. That last moment hit. Peel and strike first time. What a great body position. Superb from Debanche as he extends, stretches, contact, goal.
So 24 minutes to go. Spain leading by 4-1. They are going to leapfrog India in this Pool A table and move up to 5 points.
Well, Malaysia now, with their high press, they do cause Spain some problems. It wouldn't be the worst tactic in the world for them every time they get it to smash it off the Spanish baseline and go to a full court press. They're winning the ball far closer to the Spanish goal line than they are when they just carry it from their own defensive back four.
Dropped out by Sharon. Aslan. Razi needs to come to the left. It does come to the left. And Shukri carries to the circle edge, then drops it out to Sharil.
Well, the Shukri to Sharil ball was awful. It put Sharil in a whole world of trouble. It was out on his left-hand side, on his backhand. Needed it to be back foot forehand so that he could have delivered a pass straight away.
He did well, though, to win the free hit. Sideline ball. Ball in. That's off a Spain foot or stick. Debanche was the player in yellow. Little turn in, shot. And they never really got hold of it. And Cortez clears down that 45-degree angle corridor.
Well, the ball comes in from his head, drilled in. It nearly takes Adam Cairns' head off on the baseline, just ducking away the big Australian.
The one-time touch from Razi. Isn't a good one, not his best. A little look up, and now Spain are very comfortable, aren't they?
Well, Malaysians have lost, it seems like have lost a little bit of heart and willingness to chase the ball around that much. You see there, it's just drifted in field, and there's no commitment from Tengu at all defensively.
Well, it's 2-on-3 situation here, 2-on-5 now. Ismail has support coming.
Drop it under his arm, he did.
Does, and again it needs to go to the left.
Yeah, that was the pass, Charlie, you're absolutely right.
But they're in round the back. Can they find the cross? Oh,
between the goalkeeper and Perez Pla, they managed to conspire to put it onto their own goal line, but not over it.
Well, I'm sure if Malaysia still had that green dot, they might have referred it, but they don't. Unless it was comfortably off the line.
Well, there was a Malaysian forward on that far post, able to see it perfectly clearly. It looked from up here that it didn't go over the line, but we're a long way away.
Tungu wins the free hit.
It's good aggressive running as he came in.
Well, he might not be happy going backwards, but he's perfectly happy in attack, and Australia have the free hit.
Mahan questioning why it wasn't a free hit to him. With a goal along the base, and eyes are up. Look at the carry, eyes up every time. Little touch from Perez Pla, didn't go over the goal line. Cortez picking and Perez Pla clearing. So close, but it was well short of the line itself.
Good work from Cortez.
Well, if he hadn't reacted to that, it's quite easy as a goalkeeper on that near post. If the ball goes a long way past you and you know how far it's gone, you can kind of give it up for dead. He didn't, and looked at it, focused on it, knew what was going on.
Malaysia enjoying a fairly bright spell here. Good skill.
That's a stroke. Yeah, absolutely. Stick was checked.
Well, it's Manel Terraza who is questioning the decision. He obviously doesn't believe in it too much, otherwise he'd refer it.
No, there's no doubt. Sharil goes through. Great individual skill. Watch the stick across there. Terraza just hooked his stick as he's gone to shoot. Cairns came up with that straight away. So Allegre there, Allegre stick tackle.
So it's Sharil. Oh, no, it's not. It's Fitri stepping forward. Fitri against Cortez. Who will come out on top? Whistle blows, and Fitri sends the keeper the wrong way. That's a great penalty stroke.
How cool did he look? It looked like he hadn't understood the umpire's instructions. There was absolutely no tension or energy in his body as he was lined up behind that. He stepped in, little double step in, sees Cortez go the wrong way, opens his wrists up, top right.
That is beautifully taken stroke. And Malaysia, well, they've got 19 minutes to try and pull this one out of the fire.
It would certainly be interesting if they were to get another goal in the next 3 or 4 minutes. It would change the dynamic of the game slightly, because Spain have played with a little more confidence. They have relaxed slightly. They'll be chasing it, and Fresher will be calling every single move. Malaysia appeared to have gone off the boil as they'd allowed Spain to cut through midfield channels. Suddenly there's a bit more chase about them.
And a chance here. 4 on 3, 4 on 4. Can he keep it in play? He certainly can. And dinked it between his legs. And
unlucky.
Faisal Sarri gives away the free hit.
Great pace and tempo, and it's that steal, it's that nick in the midfield. If they can suck Spain into a false sense of security, believing that they can run forward with the ball, if Malaysia then steal it and go in 2s and 3s, they are very effective offensively.
Into the circle, little look up. Penalty corner here would be handy. And they've got it. Wow. What a couple of minutes this could be for Malaysia if Razi can stick this one in the back of the net.
Now Terraza got caught flat-footed as Malaysia burst down the right-hand side. He's just pulled it across. It's come up off Terraza's stick into his body. There's no suggestion that Malaysian players caused the danger. That first one, Allegre doing so well to keep down, but Terraza, it bounces off the outside edge of his stick as he goes for a sweep tackle.
Ruiz had his legs through the sticks. Razi's had his instructions from the bench. Now, well, Simon, you said another goal in the next couple of minutes will make life interesting. This is a golden opportunity for Razi Abdullah Rahim. And to the left, though, is Faisal Sarri.
Too long. No, we must start on 0, yes?
Green card for the injector.
40 seconds, must
Oh,
start.
there's a 40-second rule that the play must start on 40 seconds. If it doesn't start, then a penalty will apply. Player can be replaced, so there's no problem with that.
So Faisal to the left, Razi to the right. It's Faisal. No, it's broken down. Now, can Malaysia work the shot still? Still going.
Oh, that's greedy from a narrow angle. There's support on the far post.
It was Faisal on the far post. And the golden opportunity has gone.
It's come out to the top. The injection skipped horribly, so it wasn't stopped dead. It had taken off about 5 yards in front of the stopper. There was nothing wrong with the line of it, so I don't think the interchange of players made any difference at all. It just kicked up off the turf.
This is Leonard. Drops it out to Enrique.
And Spain now just need to be measured in their possession, hold on to the ball, play it through simple channels, not force it through midfield. They need to get up to the 25 before they cut infield and start to attack the Malaysian circle.
And a chance for them to use their pace here. Malaysia looking for that third goal, and it's Faisal Sari. And just the long corner.
They don't have TV, they're asking, they don't have TV. And now I do think that came up off the Spanish defender's stick into the foot, but there is no video referral. Adam Cairns happy with his decision.
He's got to hurry up or they're going to lose the long corner as well.
Well, the player's trying to influence the umpire to use the video, the umpire's referral, so the umpire's own ability.
Oh, that's lovely skill. What a save from Cortez. But Fitri Sari, with a wonderful piece of individual skill, almost makes it 4-3.
There's no rule about one
Well, a rush of blood to the head on the second phase. In here, it's a great shot, might have been going over. Cortez with a big left hand.
Come down.
Great individual skill, up in the air, moving the ball from right to left. Cortez doing everything he can to palm it wide. The second phase play, though, as the ball came down, Malaysia chose to just try and lash it back at the goal. If it had been a measured pass to far post, I think there was a tipping on.
For the second time, they've gone for the narrow angle down the right.
And that aerial's gone into the stand, over the stand, in fact.
And Malaysia enjoying a really good passage of play here. Spain on the back foot for the first time in the match.
Well, Malaysia, as we've said, they've just gone into small 2- and 3-man units, playing down channels. It's less individual. It's not rocket science.
Well, where was it in the first half?
Well, Spain weren't giving him a lot of time to breathe. They were stepping out fairly aggressively.
Now Spain have a chance here. That's a lovely ball. Now, can they finish it off? That is Casasayas winning the penalty corner.
Casasayas getting away with it. Ball across. Malaysia had attacked down the right-hand side. Spain had won possession, were able to come back down the left. Casasayas' first touch needed to take him towards goal. In the end, he's chopped at it and it's come off the knee of Aslan as he's done so. Not dangerous because it's such a low ball speed. Cheap corner for Malaysia to give away.
Well, having had so much pressure, since getting it back to 4-2 in the, 5 minutes or so ago, a chance for Spain to put this one to bed, you'd feel.
Yeah, with Oliver and Debanche at the head of the circle, but Leonard going in hard from the right.
It's Oliver, and he's put it wide.
Yeah, he was looking for that tip in, but Malaysia tried to force play away. They have got away with it slightly, but Oliver working hard in defence. We see here it's going for a headside tip in. The reverse stick is what's being looked for as Delas goes in really, really hard.
And right in front of his goal and having to keep calm, which he does, is Faiz.
Faiz has got nothing. He's got 3 yellow shirts around him. And Spain are just hassling possession, winning possession back. Unlucky not to come away with it.
This is Sharil. Sharil wins the free hit. Oliver again getting involved. He was involved in the first instance, wasn't he?
He was indeed, and It's all a little bit edgy. The players, I don't think there was anything malicious there. It was just players trying to take a quick free hit. There was a little shove on Oliver who wouldn't get out of the way, but Oliver initially had made the contact, shoulder to shoulder there. Two players just trying to get away with it. I'm not sure there was anything deliberate from Sharil, other than a desire to play.
Forward, comes up off a Spain stick. Lovely ball back inside. Can they keep it in play? They can, and they win the long corner. It was a full-length dive, wasn't it? Just to keep the ball alive from Fitri Sari.
It's Malaysia who can bring the ball uncontested forwards towards the 25 to deliver into the circle. And Spain's forwards defence looking a little bit at 6s and 7s. This diving play back in, Cortes in the end booting the ball back in to the Malaysian forward as his dive full length to keep it in play. Super commitment.
Now down the other end, Spain
transfer.
have the free hit. Chance for a shot on goal here. Oh, he's stuck it wide to Tabao.
Well, I think it was the right option for Tabao rather than trying to blast it from a narrow angle through a static goalkeeper. He's gone open-handed slap. Lovely little layoff to Tabao. He's seen the pass on the far post. You can see the orange stick of Casillas on that back post. That's what he was aiming for. He just got a fraction of a lift to it.
So Spain, having been on the back foot, get an opportunity which they can't convert. Just under 12 minutes remaining in this one. Shots on target, 14-7 in Spain's favour, and they lead by 4 goals to 2.
If you compare that, the half-time graphic was 13-3, I think. So Malaysia certainly coming back into this and creating more than Spain have. Lovely under-the-arm ball, though, from Tabao.
Well, Perez Pla's just had an absolute go at Sharil. It's getting very, very feisty out here. And Sharil is going to be withdrawn. No, he's not. I thought he was going to have a rolling sub.
Well, Perez Pla chatting to the technical bench beneath us as he runs past, making his point.
Down that right-hand side goes Sukri. Let's see. Free hit.
That's an agricultural swing from Perez Pla as Mir was drawn out. The ball went to the air. Perez Pla deciding he'd do his bit to get rid of it.
Free hit to Malaysia.
Oh,
dangerous ball.
Cross. Sharil, we've talked about him for lack of discipline. He got himself in exactly the right place positionally, but didn't get his left hand down to the ground to get the blade of his stick down for the deflection. Spain getting caught out slightly by just not concentrating on these free hits. They only had one man to the ball carrier and no support defence. Oh, that's horrible on Fresia. Azad stepping in as Fresia tries to just let the ball go and accelerate into the space. Popped here. Santi Fresia just a little touch because he wants to go up the line, but gets rattled across the fingers.
And it's all smiles between him and Izad now. Perez Pla, lovely lead from Fresia that opens up the space for Salas to run into. Salas into the circle, drops it back for Perez Pla. It just shows how important the runs can be, because there Santi Fresia creating the space for his teammates. And had the ball gone in and he'd not touched it, he would have created the goal.
You can see it, can't you? As soon as you make an aggressive run, if you just drift around the pitch, you don't get followed, you don't get marked. But if you cut, accelerate and change direction, catches the eye of the opponent, they get drawn to that movement, and it does indeed create the space for your teammates to work through.
Salas wins the free hit, which is taken by Oliver. And Tabao can't bring it under control.
Malaysia looking a little bemused by that, suggesting that nobody touched that on the way through. Both umpires, however, absolutely convinced that it had come off the stick of a player in blue.
And Spain will be happy to have the ball here. Just pass it round the back. Ball forward by Fierdan, wins the sideline ball, taken quickly. And another foot. Ball is left. Razi has it.
Well, that's the run off the ball, Charlie, that you've spoken about. Set up by one player for the free hit, that player then leading through and allowing a defensive player to step up. The lead having to be covered by the defence.
Flecha snapping at the heels of Izad, those two having a little duel of their own right now, and then a little push in the back from Tabao on Razi. Fitri forward it goes, good defensive work. Well, it was good defensive work from Mir, but he's lost possession.
Well, Mir's body position as he loses that suggests he thought he'd come off a foot.
Oh, only half a touch from Salas, but it doesn't fall to a blue shirt, and Salas can clear up his edge.
Well, that's a real hit and hope to clear up the left-hand touchline. And Spain not accelerating out of their back division. They're having to tag up. Malaysia have gone with a full four-man attack away to the left of our picture shots when we come away from the crowd who haven't stopped singing.
It's been good work from those, that handful of Malaysian supporters for this match. Leonard comes in field, little ball forward. Now this is Tabao to Flecha. Flecha, can he get the shot away?
Oh, what a goal that would have been.
He got the shot away, but Ruiz on the far post couldn't apply the finishing touch.
It's bounced. Leonard knew exactly. It's first touch, and on the far post, Flecha did exceptionally well to keep his body over that and keep the shot down. A lesser player, that would have been in danger of clearing the back stand, never mind being controlled over to the far post.
2017 now, circle penetrations. So Malaysia having the better of this second half in terms of territory and attack, but not on the scoreboard.
Well, they were given such a mountain to climb, weren't they, with that goal at the start of this second half. Flecha deciding to boss the play, stepping up, winning the corner all of his own accord, and then finishing it, albeit with a #1 runner obscuring the goalkeeper in defence.
High is the call. Well, Malaysia will be back in action on Thursday. Spain won't be back in action until Saturday, would you believe, after today?
To the beach it is. Great long pass. Leonard had led back and posted up.
This is Tabao into the circle, sizes up. Oh, he's found it straight at the keeper, and Kumar swats it away. That's a real opportunity for Tabao, and one he should have buried.
Well, standard goalkeeper manual 101 is get yourself in the middle of your goal, make yourself big, because very few forwards will take the pace off a shot to play it into the corner of the goal. Given the chance to swing, they will swing and hit as hard as they possibly can. Kumar's chest was absolutely middle of that goal mouth, and that's where it hit him.
Final 4.5 minutes then. Spain are going to finish their pool campaign with a win that will take them into 4th place and into the 7th, 8th playoff, which incidentally is on Sunday.
You look at this, how it wallop straight into the middle of that chest pad. Kumar clearing it with a swing, a flail of his stick.
Rather hoping, I think, that he hits Tabao's foot just to pay him back for the pinning in the middle of his chest pad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Spain not back in action till Sunday.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We're not having crossovers in the bottom of this tournament. In tournaments of the past, you would have a crossover for the bottom 4, so there'd be an extra game, but the lower teams just playing a straight classification match.
Oh, chance, Kumar. Oh, he's done it
he's
again.
done another save.
It's still not clear. Kumar and Malaysia eventually get it out the circle. But Kumar, well, he's got a good eye, isn't he?
Well, if there isn't a man of the match every game, but if there is, there'd have to be a vote for Kumar. It's come in Spain, lovely little interchange, defensive mistake, popped up, great skill from Leonard. But Kumar again with that right stick up above his head to pick the ball down.
Ball moving, back we come.
And in terms of use of different parts of the body, Kumar just about ticks every single box. We've seen left foot, we've seen right foot, we've seen chest pad, we've seen right stick, left hand, front of helmet.
It's impressive.
Now who's it again? Leonard knows he hasn't got the first touch. Reaction to the second touch. Kumar had to pull it down. Fresher in the end, pulling it across the goal.
They're through here though. Oh, Spain, another chance to wrap it up. Oh, he's missed it. Rock Oliver on the far post, and sorry, it's Leonard who's missed an open goal.
A 2 in 2 minutes. Casillas turns, peels, looks up. He knows what his options are, takes all the pace off it. Leonard tries to play it. If he just let it hit his stick and read the line of it, he didn't have to put any pace onto the ball.
He buries his head in the turf.
Oh, that's a horrible stick tackle.
Well, Spain enjoying the last few moments of this game.
Enrique!
There you go. He takes the pace off the ball, slaps it into the corner, and Sergei Enrique wraps up the 3 points for Spain. It's Spain 5, Malaysia 2.
I'm not wishing to say I told you so, but a moment ago I said that forwards quite often will just swing and hit as hard as they can. They won't take the pace off it.
The difference being, he's not a forward.
There you go. He's looked up, he's seen Kumar on his line, he's gone, you know what, I'm going to slap this in the bottom corner. Past his left foot, doesn't bring the goalkeeper into play. Kumar can't react. Superbly executed slap for that 5th goal.
We want to change the goalkeeper if possible.
So, change of goalkeeper coming from Malaysia, I think it is.
Oh, that's not far away either.
In fact, it's Spain that are changing the keeper. Cortez coming off, Mario Fernandez coming on.
Oh, look at this on the replay. It's that man again. He's been involved in everything, Sharil. Positive and negative. He just doesn't quite connect with it. Squeezes it down into the turf on a slice past that top corner.
So, Mario Fernandez gets some time between the posts. Cortez gets the congratulations of his teammates. And we enter the final minute of this match between Spain and Malaysia. And Spain are going to run out comfortable winners and probably fair on the balance of this game, although Malaysia did have a good, 15 minutes in the middle of this second half.
They did when they stepped forward, and Spain possibly, you could say, took their foot off the gas. They knew they were in control. And if Malaysia were going to get any real outcome, they needed to score when they had that dominance with about 15, 16 minutes to go. If they'd scored then, I think we could be looking at a slightly different picture. But Spain, fortunate / professional, come out with a relatively easy win.
So Spain will have to wait and see who they play. Could be Germany, could be New Zealand. The other pool finishing off tomorrow. And there is the final hooter. Spain finish their pool campaign on a high. They have beaten Malaysia fairly comfortably in the end. A game that had a little bit of needle in it at one point, but Mohamed Dama and his side have been comfortably beaten. So Kiko Cortez only managed to leak the 2 goals here today. Had a couple of decent saves as well. The Malaysian supporters, well, they've been doing that the whole way through this match, and they stand to applaud their team. And well, Kumar had a great game and he still conceded 5 goals, so it just tells you how many opportunities Spain had. But it's been a comfortable routine win in the end for Spain. They've beaten Malaysia by 5 goals to 2. So as the teams shake hands on the middle of the park, we're hoping to get some post-match reaction with our reporter Michael Absalom, who is down on the pitch side. And well, as soon as he's managed to grab a player, then we will cross down to him. And he has got a player. He has got Santi Fresia. Michael.
Santi, great result, and it sees you finish as high as you possibly could.
Yeah, that was the goal when we lost against Belgium, and we did it with good hockey, with the hockey that we want to do. Vertical, but also taking control of the ball as much as possible. So yeah, today we are quite happy, and I don't know which will be the opponent for the 7th and 8th place, but it's going to be a good fight.
And the style that you went about it today, much more free-flowing hockey, the style you want to be playing in the future.
Yes, of course, but yeah, of course you want to play like this, but when you have in front of you teams like Australia, Belgium, England, then you need more about everything individually, but all collectively. I think that after this tournament, we could get the right lessons from that, and in the coming big events, we will be fighting for the semi-final.
All right, we look to see you there in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Santi Fresia. And let's hope we do see him on the hockey field for the next couple of years, because he's always entertaining to watch. I think Michael now has managed to get hold of Aslan Misron, the Malaysia captain, to get his reaction to the game.
How was that for you out there today?
We try our best to match against Spain. We know they are same team about European style. So hopefully we try our best today, but unfortunately we doesn't score so many chances, and then they are convert so many chances, and then we do silly mistake. And
your players were playing with a lot of passion there against the Spanish. It was a very physical game.
Yeah, we know today is we must win this game, so to end up our 9-10 placing. So suddenly we try so many tactical, so many things. We try to patient our game. Suddenly we can end up to win this game.
You did finish bottom of the table. What do you do now to rally the troops, because you still have some important games ahead?
Yeah, of course. Actually, we came here for the first time. We doesn't qualify so many times. So we have opportunity to improve ourselves, especially our team, to make it prove we are also a good team.
Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your World Cup experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Well, Malaysia's next game is against South Africa or Korea, depending on how the pool matches pan out tomorrow, and they will be back for the game on Thursday. Here are the highlights from that second half. Santi Fresia scoring to make it 3-1. And at this stage, it was looking very good for Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were dominant. Santi Fresia had come out and bossed right from the beginning, and they scored a couple of straightforward goals. De Bonch nailing that one through Kumar after he had such a good time. Malaysia coming back in with a penalty stroke for an obvious decision. Allegre fouling in the circle to give that away. And then Enrique stepping up, firing past, slapping past Kumar's left foot extension after he'd been smashed in the chest from Tabao moments earlier, going round the goalkeeper rather than going through him. An effective finish to round off the scoring.
So that is how it affects the Pool A table, with just one match remaining in this pool between Belgium and England. Malaysia finished bottom of the pile, India just above them, Spain finished fourth. It's all about who finishes second. Will it be Belgium? Will it be England? Well, we'll find out a little later on at 7:45 local time. But for now, it's all about Spain. It's been a good win for them. My thanks to Simon Mason, from myself, Charlie Broom. Thank you very much for your company, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.